Hi friends, this is Joe, and this is episode number 181 of the Dekahedron RPG podcast, and today's topic is the most overlooked OSR monster. As you know, I am using the OSR October topics from the Vagabond GM blog, and for this week, it is monster or place. And there's a little table that you can roll on if you're doing them weekly like I am, and I rolled up most overlooked or most forgotten. It's something like that. And I'm doing monster, but I'm also going to talk about a place at the end. So the monster is men. When you look at original D&D, Book 2, Monsters and Treasure, and it has the listing of monsters, the very first one on the list is men. And when you go into the description, it splits out into bandits and brigands and stuff like that. And it is so underused. Whenever an adventure comes up, like you look at all your published adventures or you look at your own gaming experience. And I'm guilty as much of this as anybody else. So don't think I'm casting shades and saying, oh, I'm so superior to you, Miramar. No, it's not. I'm guilty. Okay, I'm on an adventure. What kind of monster would work here? And especially at low levels, we tend to reach for those orcs when men would be just as valid and maybe, I think, even create a little more dramatic tension. James, my former co-host, great friend, he's going to be on the next episode. James likes to say that he doesn't like men because there's a certain moral clarity, those are my words, not his, to killing the orcs because you know that the orcs are evil. And men, it feels like you're killing members of your own kind, which I guess you are. But I think that makes great dramatic tension and that makes great story. And I think it's real. Back on the orcs thing for a second, if you look at OD&D, the alignment chart, orcs can be neutral or chaotic. They're not always chaotic. They can be neutral. One low-level adventure I like to do is to have a village of neutral orcs being attacked by a village of chaotic humans. What side do the players fall on in that case? It's great. It's wonderful role-playing. And I think this is the type of thing we overlook with humans is the role-playing ability and all that fun stuff. And that's why I'm saying my most overlooked monster is men. As for place, I don't really do a lot of settings. I don't play in other people's worlds. I like to do my own worlds, which is why I don't talk about settings a lot. But if I were to pick one, actually I have two, and they're both kind of overlooked. One is Pelennor, which was from TSR's Magic Magazine, which was kind of their British version of Dragon. And the other is the Free City of Haven, which was published by Game Lords. And I had both of these. Actually, I think I had both of these when I was in England. And, I would just read through them. And the interesting thing about them is that they're both city places. And I don't like city adventures. I like more pastoral adventures, little villages and towns and farms and homesteads versus the big city. But I think what I like about both of these is that they're, rather than the whole setting, it's really just a whole bunch of individual locations. And you can easily plop that location out and stick it into any small little village or anything you want. And so I use them like a chop shop, I guess, and just to use the pieces of and not the setting itself. The other neat thing about Pelennor is the way that they did their maps. Now, I talk bad about artwork a lot on this show, but they did it pretty clever. And they showed you the floor plan of whatever establishment it was, and at the same time, they showed you all the exterior views, kind of like the way we used to draw room diagrams for X-ray systems back when I was in the Air Force. Anyway, so most overlooked monster, men. Most overlooked setting will be either Pelennor or the Free City of Haven. those are my picks. Thanks for watching and or listening. And until next time, happy gaming, happy life. Bye.